In every squad, there's always that one role everyone underestimates: the support, the builder, and of course, the medic. People see them as just a walking first aid kit, someone who hangs back and is an easy target. But let me tell you a story about a medic named Alara who proved just how wrong that stereotype can be. Our squad, the Crimson Vipers, was pinned down in the ruins of an old city. We were known for our aggressive tactics, led by our heavy gunner, a giant of a man named Jox, and our sharpshooter Lena, who never missed. I was the scout, quick and nimble, and then there was Ilara. She was quiet, always observing, her pack filled with med kits and biotic stims. Jox would often tease her, calling her our glorified nurse. He thought her only job was to patch us up after he did all the real work. He couldn't have been more mistaken. The ambush was brutal. Enemy forces swarmed us from all sides. An explosion sent me flying, and my leg was badly injured. Jox laid down a wall of fire, but his ammo was running low. Lena was taking out targets from a rooftop, but they were starting to zero in on her position. We were moments from being completely overrun. I thought it was the end. That's when Elara moved. She didn't run for cover. She ran towards the chaos. I saw her slide next to Jox, who was reloading. "Cover me," she yelled, her voice calm and steady. Before he could even react, she tossed a specialized grenade. It wasn't an explosive. It was a concussive pulse that sent a shockwave through the enemy ranks, disorienting them for a precious few seconds. In that moment, she wasn't just a healer, she was a tactician. Using that opening, she sprinted towards my position, dodging enemy fire with a grace I'd never seen before. She wasn't just fast, she was predicting their movements. As she worked on my leg with one hand, her other hand pulled out a modified sidearm. It fired darts, not bullets. 3 shots, 3 enemies down, each clutching their necks as a fast-acting paralytic agent took hold. She stabilized me, then looked me in the eye. "Stay down. I'll draw their fire." Jox watched in stunned silence as Alara became a blur of motion. She wasn't just healing, she was controlling the battlefield. She used her biotic field generator not just to mend wounds, but to create a shimmering barrier that deflected incoming shots. She threw down chemical snares that trapped enemies in a sticky, corrosive gel. She was a combat medic in the truest sense of the word, turning the enemy's strength against them and creating opportunities where there were none. The tide of the battle turned. With the pressure off, Lena was free to pick off the remaining stragglers. Jox, his ammo restocked, provided overwhelming suppressive fire. Ilara moved between us, a phantom on the battlefield, healing, disabling, and directing our counterattack. She was the linchpin, the one who held us all together. The enemies who had thought she was an easy target found themselves facing a master. Strategist who could heal her allies and cripple her foes with equal skill. By the time the last enemy fell, we were all exhausted but alive. Jox walked over to Ilara, who was quietly repacking her gear. He looked at her, his usual bravado gone, replaced by a deep respect. He just said, "I was wrong about you. You're not just a medic. You're the heart of this squad." From that day on, no one ever underestimated the medic again. They learned that sometimes the one who saves lives is also the most dangerous person on the field. So next time you're forming a team, don't just look for the heavy hitters. Remember the medic. They might just be the one to save you in more ways than you can imagine. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, make sure to like and subscribe for more. We'll see you in the next one.